October is here and Fortnitemares is about to go live, but everything's already been leaked. From the update and event release date to all the skins and collabs that will be upcoming and free rewards within the first ever Halloween Battle Pass alongside mythic, unvaults and new ones coming to the game, don't miss anything today. Don't forget when picking up the Battle Pass or anything from the item shop, it would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug if you could enter code FM1 inside there. Literally one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter, and I spent $100 on this cutout literally just to get Charlie to sit in front of it was actually harder. Last video I wanted to know the name of this, so here's a bunch of hearted comments on screen right now that got that right. Today however I want to know the name of this, so let me know down below in the comments, and if it gets hearted it could be showed on screen in the very next video. Just before we go any further, I want to thank Opera GX for kindly sponsoring today's video, being the Giga Chad of all browsers, especially for gamers. In Fortnite terms, the browser you're currently using is outdated and boring, kinda like a default. Nobody likes to see these in their squad when they play on Phil. Well, today's your lucky day. From clicking the link in the top of the video description for free, you can download Opera GX and be the equivalent of a Renegade Raider. Speaking of customization, from going over to the GX mods section right here on the left hand side when opening up the browser, you can select a variety of themes, backgrounds, sounds, obviously everything described right here: background music, browser sounds, keyboard sounds, theme, wallpaper. Oh, it just changed. From clicking browse mods, there's literally so many to choose from. I mean, look, we even have Giga Chad right here. From scrolling a little further down, as you can see, we have one in Fortnite fashion being called Battle Party, with clearly what resembles a battle bus and even Peely on the right hand side. Of course, it was a no-brainer to install, so when we open a new tab now, despite it making sounds, we have this. The mods don't just stop there. From going over to settings in browser sounds and music, we can adjust each individual one's volume right here and also preview them. Oh my god, you probably can't hear me talking. Alongside each mod coming along with its own background music built in that we can mute or unmute at any time. What more could you want in a browser than this? Speaking of free stuff, as everyone loves it, you can not only head over to GX Corner and see all the newest releases that they select personally and find some real gems, on top of all the best available deals for games and everything included within them, as you can see on screen right here. Did I forget to mention the built-in news section that you can literally filter to whatever genre you desire? Opera know how much changing browsers can be a pain in the backside, which is why they also have, alongside importing bookmarks and settings, and advanced sync settings where you can literally either sync nothing, customize your sync, or sync everything, which is what I've done. Make the switch today by clicking the link at the top of the video description or the pinned comment and download Opera GX today. Diving straight into it, all the release date of Fortnitemares 2023 or the 26.30 update directly bringing it after downtime is currently unknown, however it's very soon. Last year I've mentioned in other videos too, we got an announcement on October 1st, but we haven't this year as I'm recording and uploading on the 4th or 5th, which then stated it would be upcoming on the 18th of October 2022, so this might be happening again this year or even earlier, as I asked in our leaks group chat. Does it look like the same date for Fortnitemares starting as last year, October 18th, and when so, a reliable data miner and leaker replied, it's weird because the Kado vampire boss is needed for Maze challenges, which release on October 10th, and that's 100% a Fortnitemares thing. For those that don't know, this got leaked that boss Kado would be upcoming in his Revenant form or vampire form that we saw him change to for the first time in the Battle Pass trailer for Chapter 4 Season 4, which, unlike we see him as a mythic boss now, is his human form, of course, dropping an SMG. We know one thing's for sure about the Revenant Kado vampire boss: he will be able to zap our HP kinda like Raz at the Spire in Chapter 2 Season 6, but we won't be able to use this as a mythic ability, nor will he drop it. Instead, speaking of what he will drop or may drop, it'll either be something surrounding Fortnitemares, an unknown mythic that we're yet to see, or the kinetic blade found in the files directly attached to Kado Thorn, foreshadowing at the start of Chapter 4 Season 4 it would be upcoming. Speaking of what's foreshadowed to be upcoming, now we have this time machine, however, considering it literally went back to the date of Oro releasing in the item shop, bringing his skull in as a trophy, despite the mythic goldfish shown or teased on this tablet screen. Speaking of screens, in a loading screen within the Battle Pass, we can clearly see that the Infinity Blade, you know, this very overpowered thing that Mongrel had some trouble with in Chapter 1 Season 7. Sing, 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 sing. This is here in one of the cases within the vaults that we can actually open and steal one of the weapons per time, so it may be upcoming. After all, 26.30, as we believed it to be the last update, it's had a new version of it, being for FNCS entirely, which got announced as an event with its own battle bus upcoming. And not only that, 2 sets of free rewards to earn, all of these on screen right now for watching FNCS at Legends Landing on different days of the event itself. And then surprisingly, 2 free skins and everything else you're seeing on the promo art in the background right now for competing and placing at the highest of levels in the Community Cup. If you want to get any of these for free on screen right now, whether it be the skins or the smaller cosmetics that are easier to earn, it goes down on October 7th. Obviously, before these skins and everything else come to the item shop on October 9th at 8 PM ET, which look like this, that data miners have managed to pull into locker early that got decrypted earlier today. Despite all of these free rewards, however, the loading screen, upon obviously blowing it up bigger, shows the Acts of Champions, which again, as it resets every FNCS tournament, will be available for new players placing the highest of ranks. And speaking of this FNCS event, of course, with the battle bus being shown in the trailer, data miners pulled it into game early, and what we have so far in terms of textures or design for the Fortnitemares 2023 battle bus, it's currently unfinished as of now in 26.20, as 26.30 will bring more textures and meshes into the files according to data miners, but of course you'll be seeing this even if you've been playing a lot of creative, as Horde Rush is getting revamped in its zero build form to not only be the first time we see it on the Chapter 4 island, but with augments enabled, being all of these on screen right now. As for upgrade benches, considering they're not usually in Battle Royale for Chapter 4 in the island, these will be specific to Horde Rush, and of course will require, instead of gold to upgrade our weapons, the cube monster parts, as according to data miners, other things such as the sideways minigun or even the scythe will not sadly be returning, as this was a great weapon to use in this to wipe out the hordes. Hopefully, like last year, we get a ton of interesting challenges, not only to do with Horde Rush upcoming, where we could earn the Pickle Rick back bling for the continued Rick and Morty collaboration, as we saw other skins from the show come to the item shop finally, but for those that forgot about a free skin over this time that got introduced, the Chrome Punk one, for getting 50 account levels on our account from the update or this going live in-game. Many people are already speculating or even saying they've found out what the skin will be this season that we can unlock for free for getting up account levels, being the Diamond Dealer NPC, and as we progress through the levels or different types, instead of having a full cosmetic set like we saw with Chrome Punk with a back bling loading screen and the skin, as there's so many different selectable styles for this character, it would make sense to have these as the progressive unlocks. Within Horde Rush alongside Battle Royale, it's already confirmed that the Witch Brooms will be returning, allowing us to move around the island more and even quicker, but I'm guessing we can't have this and the Kinetic Blade equipped at the same time, as it would be insanely overpowered, especially if it's the first mythic Kinetic Blade, alongside other generic Fortnitemares things such as the map decor, bringing candy back that we can consume involved in the Fortnitemares quests or challenges, and even the iconic pumpkin launchers that we've seen since the first ever Fortnitemares event, or the first time the Ghoul Trooper and Skull Trooper were in the item shop. Speaking of these two skins alongside many other rare Halloween exclusive ones, they will be returning to the shop only over this period at certain points, so make sure to get them if you have the V-Bucks, which I recommend stocking up on now as they're raising the prices come October 27th, which is just before Fortnitemares ends, either on November 1st like last year, or the end of this season being November 3rd, 2023. Despite the rapid fire SMG coming back as well, which will be in the display cases, one that's already in there right now that'll simply be getting revamped or replaced is Midas's drum gun with the Shadow Midas drum gun, and hopefully that means we get Shadow Midas back on the island as a boss, or even an NPC that we can interact with over this event, maybe involved in the Fortnitemares quests if we get them, as people speculate we're going to be getting a limited time battle pass, that being the first one for Halloween in Fortnite we've ever seen, as in Chapter 4 so far we've seen one every season for Chapter 4 Season 1 Most Wanted, Chapter 4 Season 2 Find the Force, and Chapter 4 Season 3 Break the Curse for Jujutsu Kaisen, with the recent 2 seasons allowing us to upgrade our battle pass and having a free and paid section, obviously 1000 V-Bucks being the difference between those. Considering Epic Games know how hype of a festivity Halloween is, or Fortnitemares as an event in general, it really would be the best way for them to do this, and considering 26.30 is the last update, if they want to fit in a mini limited time battle pass in Chapter 4 Season 4 before it ends, considering we've already got a ton of free rewards and ways to earn them for FNCS, this is the only way. As we briefly touched on NPCs and hope that Shadow Midas will be one of them, which will only be discovered after 26.30's downtime, NPCs 3 of which we know are upcoming right now for this update are Agent Jones, Victoria Saint, and Mincemeat, which I think the most interested out of all of these is Agent Jones. Hopefully this means his return to the storyline in terms of involvement, as it's kind of all over the place now, and we know for definite we're going to be seeing, of course, a storyline or Chapter 4 finale live event, despite the Epic Games layoffs being 16% of the total company, as UE Fest took place, and of course they said this Epic Games in person regarding actual live events they're working on.
And I've been at Epic for about 20 years, and in that time I've worked as a level designer, worked in cinematics, worked on some of our special projects, and currently working on some of the events that we do for Fortnite. And I can tell you, we'll talk a lot about that today. The in-game experiences that are cinematic in nature. And so we generally have 2 different types of event. One is narrative, and so that's usually things like the Galactus event where we do tie-ins with Marvel, and we tell narrative in Fortnite through some of these events. And then we also have concerts that are more musical in nature. And so examples of that might be the Ariana Grande concert or the Travis Scott concert. We've also worked a little bit with Marshmello.
To summarise that clip, if you're still in the dark, Wenso stated Epic has confirmed whilst tweeting out that clip that they're working on multiple live events at the moment. I assume Jurian and the Harmonix Festival being the next concert. Hopefully this means Travis Scott can return, considering he was at least mentioned, and Tim Sweeney a while back said that he's still welcome in Fortnite, and specifically referring back to that concert or Rifto, it looks like, as Wenso stated, the next concert will be in BR instead of one in creative like Kid Leroy's concert. What's also returning on the Battle Royale island as undead wildlife are the undead or zombie chickens, which will look like this as somebody's pulled into the lobby early for whatever reason instead of game. And considering we're still waiting on the update itself so more skins are added to the files, we already have this one right here, which is called Pincera, which of course is very Halloween themed or Fortnitemares themed, alongside us knowing from data miners that these two skins, the Swamp Fish Stick or Zombie Fish Stick and Molten Love Ranger off the surveys, will be upcoming alongside a shadow version of Meowscles, kind of like how we have Shadow Midas, but this is just a concept, it's not off the surveys and we don't have an official look in any form at it yet. As for collaborations, like we got the Wave 2 of Rick and Morty in last year's Fortnitemares event for 2022, although being baited in the announcement tweet towards screams resembling Ghostface and Bad Dreams Freddy Krueger, which never came. This year one's looking more likely than the others, despite tons being AI generated, which are on screen right now thanks to the Bing search bar AI from Microsoft, which honestly is blowing up over on Twitter. Here's a ton of AI generated Halloween skins as well that obviously don't exist, but let me know down below in the comments if you'd love to see any of these upcoming, or pause the video to get a better look. Five Nights at Freddy's specifically has been something we've wanted to see collaborated in Fortnite since, well, forever, and since the release of UEFN, many people have been creating their own realistic experiences of the game within Fortnite itself. As we near the movie releasing in the UK for me anyways, being October 27th, literally the day they raise the price of V-Bucks, so make sure to get some before this date rolls around. This very well could finally warrant a FNAF collaboration in Fortnite. It would be the perfect time. We're in spooky season, Fortnitemares is ongoing, and of course this fits the horror theme. After all, Scott the creator said a while back that he didn't have any plans at the moment in like chapter 2 season 5 to do a Fortnite collab, but it's not something he completely dismiss or could happen in the future. And hopefully, as DJ Leica came to Fortnite last year but not as a skin in game, although it brought some mythics to turn into this wolf version of her, she finally comes to the item shop in 2023 for the first time as also the most popular Fortnite survey skin right now, voted on Fortnite.gg, is this male counterpart wolf. On top of the fact October seems to be the month of wolves, or appealing to the Fortnitemares full moon kind of vibe, as Volpez is now available for Fortnite crew owners. As you can see, I've got it on screen. Of course, the new legacy set, however, is literally attached to this month's normal crew skin, allowing us to get selectable styles going forward, with this animated loading screen version of the trailer being released showing literally all of those styles, but here are all the different styles for what we can unlock going through until March 2024 for the skins and also the back blings. Speaking of UE Fest, and despite the exciting things announced here, Epic Games once again have been sending some emails according to Hypex to some partners stating that they have a lot planned for November and December and that we will not run out of content in that time, of course implying new groundbreaking things coming to the game, whether it be Creative 2.0, Battle Royale or whatever. With this perhaps needed overload and effort of Epic Games, let's not forget about a free skin we can get until January 9th 2024, disappearing after that forever, Red Cap and the full set attached to him for Refer a Friend 3.0. The website is now live and the challenges are pretty easy for referring a friend and completing what's stated together from actually signing up for this, so make sure you don't miss out on getting everything on screen right now, of course, resulting the final reward being the skin as well as everything attached to the set. Don't forget also to enter code FM1 now or the next time you log on in time for the new Halloween skins coming or old ones coming back. But as for where you go to now, click either of these videos YouTube's recommended you on screen specifically whilst you wait for the very next upload I do publish on the channel.